Failing to set up this email alert lost me 3 deals last month. Let's prevent it from happening to you. Let's jump right into it. So we're going to go into marketing, and then we're going to click on auto property alerts. So this is the fail-safe that you should have set up. This is in Lofty, though there are variations of this in all different CRMs for real estate, of course. So what we want to do here is we want to make sure it says enable, and then we're going to select, I like to do schedule in the AM. So these listing alerts go out in the mornings. People have a chance to look at them before work. And then the default here is it sets it up immediately after lead registration. But what I like to do is I like to change it to 24 hours. The reason I do that is the first listing they view may not be exactly what they're looking for. But if they look at multiple properties over 24 hours, the system's going to get a better feel for the price range and the location. And then their property alerts will be much more accurate. So of course you want to call these people, you want to talk to them on the phone, and you want to set up their property alerts in a customized way once you've had a conversation with them. But this fail safe, if you miss this, people will buy elsewhere because you'll be sending them no listings or completely irrelevant listings. So this is a really good fail safe. I also highly recommend setting up Market Snapshot. This is sold listings as a default. I like to do on Monday mornings weekly. So on the city they inquired on, this is where we're assuming they're looking for sold listings, maybe where they own and need to sell, and it may be where they're thinking to buy. So it's good for them to get sold listings for any of those circumstances. Really powerful stuff. So after this fail safe is done, those two are super important. There's one more that I want to do as a fail safe to make sure that if this fails or they're not getting the kinds of listings that they want, based on the keyword phrases that you target and the cities that you service, we can set up a smart plan property alert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to go in and create a property alert, and then one of the steps of that smart plan, and then one of the steps of that smart plan is to set up just a fail-safe property alert for everybody who comes into your CRM, if that makes sense for you. So the way you do that is you go to Smart Plans, and then you click Add New. It'll land you on this page. We're going to click Standard Plan and click Start. And then what we're going to do is we're going to name it something like, in my market, Vancouver listings, something like that. We're going to decide if it's my plan, office plan, or a company plan, depending on what you have. You'll most likely just have my plan here if you're a normal Lofty user. And then what we're going to do is we're going to trigger when this actually gets set up. So it might make sense to trigger on any of these, or it might make sense as a fail safe when the lead is created. So we're going to put lead is created, and we're going to click save. So as any lead that's created is going to get this smart plan assigned to it, and then therefore whatever this smart plan contains. And if we go to actions, we're going to select buyer property alert. So here is only what we're going to do if you want to make sure that they have a smart plan or they have a property alert set up, because you know the traffic is going to be qualified and you know this traffic is going to be looking in your market. My market, the major city that most people look is Vancouver. So I'll show you how to set up a buyer property alert for Vancouver. So we go Vancouver, and we want to be careful about how much we filter this, because not everybody's going to be looking for a single family home. So I'm going to include condos, townhouses, and multifamily. You can do whatever you want in this case. You may want to include a minimum price here or a maximum price, just not to scare away the average user. Totally up to you. But let's say this one, we don't have a minimum price and a maximum price. We just want everybody who signs up to make sure they're getting listings for houses, condos, townhouses, and multifamily in Vancouver. The good thing here is the people will often reach out and say, hey, I'm not looking for a townhouse. I'm only looking for a house. And then you can edit this. So click next, name it Vancouver listings, or some variation of that. Send a copy to myself, turn that off. Otherwise, every time a listing alert goes out, you're going to get a copy. Subject, put something like Vancouver listings for you, or Vancouver listings from, and then you can actually even merge field in your particular information. So you could do agent name. So you could do Vancouver listings from, and then it would populate from Corey Prince in here if you wanted to do that. It's really up to you what you want the frequency to be. The cool thing about Lofty is you can do instant alerts. So if you're in a market where properties sell really fast, instant alerts probably make sense. They will get more listings because whenever a new listing matches the criteria, they will actually get emailed it. But it might make more sense if this is a catch-all one to just do daily, and then they can let you know if they want a different frequency. Then once everything's done, you just click save. Actually, I'll just do this one real quick. Click save. So now it's set up. So this, they would get Vancouver listings. They'd get the subject line that I put, which is not the right one. So you'd have to make sure it said Vancouver listings from whatever. And then what you do is you click save. So equals to, you need to make sure it fits into one of these. So it could be, so equals to, we're going to do this one is just for buyers. So when buyers come in, they're going to get a property alert that shows them, that sends them all Vancouver listings of all property types that are relevant for that market. And then what you do is you click save. And then you're going to go find it, Vancouver listings. So here it is right here. So I actually have one already set up for Vancouver condos under 550. So if you wanted to auto apply when they first sign up, you got to click auto apply right here. Otherwise, you'd have to manually add people to this. But if you want it to automatically trigger when new leads are complete or created and they actually sign up, this will set a particular property alert like this. This will piggyback on the auto property alert that I just showed you in the beginning. This is only if you just want to make sure that everybody gets property alerts. This is what caused us to lose deals last month, is there were some leads that were really high quality and really high value, and they didn't have a property alert set up at all, but they did know who we were, and they just didn't reach out to us because we weren't emailing them property alerts. So hope you're doing fantastic. If you find value, definitely comment below of anything you'd like to see next, and I will see you in the next video.